guys, to another Came With Crazy video. Today I'm ranking Busch Gardens Williamsburg coasters. I got to ride 8 of them. Lochness wasn't open when I went this year. So here at number 8, we have Dart Coaster. Dart Coaster really wasn't that good of a ride. Basically, it was just kind of all inside, nothing we really can do about it. In my opinion, they could have made it way better than what they had. It was just kind of iffy and all that. Indoor elements really wasn't that fun and all that. I mean, we went through all this rain and it was the one ride that actually kind of kept me dry and then it hurt. But it was cold and freezing and all that. This is the only ride I kind of didn't mind. When I went there, it was just kind of like pitch black. All the elements were like iffy too. Nothing really special about this coaster. So other than that, that was basically Dart Coaster, how it was. Here at number 7, we have Tempesto. I mean, Tempesto was a decent coaster. Road trace and row, front row both times. I mean, in my opinion, they could have made this one better. I mean, it's a Skyrocket Model 2 coaster. It really wasn't that bad for it. I mean, the height and everything was cool on that. But honestly, it's on my top 10 wars because I haven't rode that many, but this one is probably going to end up getting out of it. I mean, this was kind of like a Wild Mouse, but a little bit better than a Wild Mouse. I mean, it had good moments of airtime in my opinion. But other than that, it's just a basic model of a Skyrocket 2 model. If you ever rode one of those, they're all the same. I mean, that's my first time riding one of these, so it was interesting to say the least. Here at number 6, we have Invader. I mean, it was a cool wooden coaster and all that. I mean, it could have been better in my opinion. But some people tried to do the front row. I only got to ride this one once. I should try to go back and ride it again. It was a fun little experience of a G-style Woody. I mean, nothing you can do about it. I mean, it could have been better and all that. Other than that, it's just a G-style Woody. I mean, it was rough, wild, and smooth at the same time. And like when I was riding Wildcats Revenge and all that. I mean, it was a fun little roller coaster when I rode it. It was cool, wicked and all that, like as a Woody should be, is fast for everyone because it was more like a family wooden, so it's more on the smoother side than anything. Other than that, that's a wooden coaster. Here at number 5, we have Griffin. Griffin was actually my first ever dive coaster I rode. Even though I knew what was coming and all that too, because I did watch a lot of videos. Griffin was probably like one of the better coasters that I rode. Almost made it to my top 10, but was just shy. But all in all, it could have been better. I actually got one of the seats on the end. I was quite happy about that. Because with fire on the very edge of the coaster, it was quite fun. If I go back there again, I'll probably say that same exact seat. It was fun and all that. I mean, how can it be a dive coaster when a dive coaster is that good? I mean, I'm going to try to ride more dive coasters in the future. I'm trying to go up to Dorney Park this summer sometime. Which I know I could probably do it when I get my permit and all that. Because I get to turn 16 this year. And with me turning 16, I can drive wherever I want with a permit. But I know next year summer, I'm just going to be all around Pennsylvania. Maybe a little bit Ohio, West Virginia, New York, and New Jersey area. Go to theme parks all summer. And do like a little summer tour. So if you ever want to meet up with me, just let me know. Hopefully I have the money to do it, because stuff ain't cheap no more. Other than that, this is basically Griffin. It has such a fun layout too. I mean, the splashdown was something special. For those of you who didn't know, the splashdown, this actually was used as a braking system. I'm not sure they still use it as a braking system now, but back in the day when these coasters were first built, they use a splashdown system so it can slow down faster and all of that. So that's a cool little fun fact if you never knew that. But yeah, anyways, that is basically Griffin. Now at number 4, we have Apollo's Chariot. I mean, it was a cool B&M hypercoaster. First B&M hypercoaster to be ever built. It didn't exactly break 200 feet, but still, it was quite impressive. I mean, it definitely did shock me too. I didn't expect some of the elements on there. It was cool. Had some wicked airtime and all that. But all in all, this is a pretty fun coaster. I mean, Busch Gardens was just a fun experience overall. They had nice staff and all that. I mean, something that I wish my theme park can learn. I mean, don't get me wrong, our staff at Kenny was always nice on that too. It just needs a little bit more work just to get a nicer detail in general, make it more cool, nicer area. Because Busch Gardens have all that land on that, they make it look like this. But Kennywood has rides everywhere. It has some like little family attractions here and there to get rid. So in this section and all that, but other than that, Kennywood can easily change. And going back to this coaster is fun. It has this purple layout to it. Second purple coaster I ever rode. First one, Phantom's Revenge, when they changed its track to purple. But other than that, this coaster was fun to watch, fun to ride on, all that. Cool little place to ride. I mean, it was fun and all that. Can't wait to see what other coasters had to offer for B&M, because I love riding B&M coasters. B&M is one of the funner ones that are out there. And with B&M, it's always cool seeing one of their coasters at a theme park that you go to. Because I'm always like, oh, we gotta ride it. I mean, regardless, I try to ride every coaster. But I just like B&M coasters the best, probably. Either that or actually riding intimate coasters too are cool. Something that my theme park needs to understand. Sometimes listen to your fans and understand what you want. Because the fun part is to see, probably had this little fake drop. It was fun. And then we go down to the Camelback humps. I expect the airtime I was there. But all in that, and this is Apollo Sherrod, and it was one of the funner coasters there. And now getting to our top three. Taking home the bronze medal is Alpengeist. It took me a minute, I completely forgot. But the theme on Alpengeist and all that was fun too, and our B&M. My second B&M invert, the highest B&M invert that I probably ever ride in my life. Because at the moment, it don't seem like any B&M inverts will probably ever break the record being the highest B&M invert like Alpengeist is. Alpengeist stands at, I believe, 197. Second tallest coaster there. Second or third tallest coaster at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. This ride has so many cool elements. I mean, the 0G roll on there is insane. Very unexpected. First, I was like one of the first rides of the day on Alpengeist. I mean, it was wet and all that too. So therefore, if you can't tell by the chain lift when all the water's dripping out, surely you can tell from earlier in the video or later on in the video where my camera's completely covered in rain droplets. I mean, it was truly a painful day, but getting back to Alpengeist, I believe you had 6 inversions. Most of those were unexpected and wicked. Very well for the theming. I have to give props to that. Alpengeist theme is like escaping a Yeti over in like snowy mountains, kind of like skiing basically. You go for like broken sheds and all that. It's kind of cool and fun. But they could easily have way like fog machines going through those to make it look cooler and funner, in my opinion. Something that would probably edit this and make it go up higher on my ranking. Probably not for a Busch Gardens ranking, but easily for my top 10 list. As this coaster is on my top 10 as of right now. And I don't see no plans to change it in the near future. So other than that, this is Alpengeist, and it was quite a fun experience. So hopefully some of y'all can experience this in the near future. Taking home the silver medal in second place is Verbolten, just shy of being the number 1 coaster on here. But I got to ride Verbolten once. It's kind of sad. I tried to get front row. I couldn't, so therefore this kind of sad on the back row. The back row is probably so fun. I'm not sure if you saw my short or anywhere on social media yet of me saying this on Verbolten. And I quote, "The train broke, we're gonna die," on the little surprise element, which I'm not gonna spoil it. I mean, it was funny too. I got several people laugh, I got several people scream. I had to especially thank Verbolten Trail for helping me out for this Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Without me asking him any questions about Busch Gardens, I wouldn't know anything about going there. I watched a lot of his videos, did a lot of research. And I know going into Busch Gardens, Verbolten would easily make my top 3 coasters. And going out of it, I was happy that I got to ride in back row. Because the elements on there were so better on the back row because I got whipped over the top of the hills and all that. I kind of wish I got front row. But I'll go back down there in the near future and definitely ride some of their coasters there again. because I want to go down there to go down to King's Dominion as well. Only about between 45 minutes to like an hour and a half away from each other. So then that Verbolten was fun. I mean, the tunnel element was so cool. I mean, it was half and half inside, half outside. Verbolten was a great way to cool off from the ring too. I mean, it had a nice little queue line. Q9 had a nice theme into it. I mean, it was fun, all that. They could definitely make this a little bit way better, because I know with their new coaster going where Drachenfire is, this is going to be a remodel of the Big Bad Wolf. And the thing is, the Big Bad Wolf sat right where Verbolten was, so that is Verbolten. And taking our first place, the coaster I rode 11 times, is Pantheon. Pantheon was a fun experience overall. I also say that I rode it 11 times. I rode front row several times, back row several times. I did a couple of high fives. I did an element that went upside down. So all in all, it was a fun experience. My most ridden coaster of the year so far. If I beat the record of running a coaster 11 times, then I'll make a video on it saying I beat it. But Pantheon was such a fun experience. People had to go there and ride it. You never know how fun a coaster is until you really ride it. But other than that, Pantheon was so fun, so cool to ride and all that. Definitely some of the elements on there too. I mean, right here on the launch, it's fun with the little air time hill. Not making it up on all the way up on the first time is fun. Then going through that spike was fun. Rough elements on the spike, if you can't tell by my face and all that. It was very fun. And the airtime on that airtime hill on the launch, the third time, took me on my seat. That's how wicked it was. I really enjoyed it. Pantheon was such a fun experience overall. I mean, coming down off the launch hill, right into this element right here, where it took you off to the side, was fun. Then coming up next is the lower inversion, where I high-fived several times that I was talking about. It was fun, all that. They couldn't play camera there. Learned that such a fun time with my friends. Hopefully, I can go back. And Pantheon was such a fun ride overall. But anyways, that will do it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the post notifications button. I'll make one day. Thank you and goodbye.